Hey everyone, in this video we'll learn all about Euler's number. So first, to begin, before we describe what Euler's number is exactly, let's talk about the compound interest formula again. So in this case, let's say we just have $1 to invest in our savings account. And our savings account is incredible. It earns 100% every year. So we invest $1 and it earns 100% every year. How much will we have after year 1? Well, that depends. In year 0, so year 0, we have, money, we have $1. And in year 1, we're going to increase by 100%. So what's 1 times 100%? That's just 1. So we're going to increase by $1. So in year 2, we will have $2. Great. But that is if we compound yearly. So this is if we compound yearly. Again, compounding is how often your money grows, or how often the growth is occurring. If the growth occurs once a year under these circumstances, then after 1 year, you will have $2 in your bank account. Now, let's take a look at something interesting. Again, in year 1, principal is $1, and the rate is 100%. So in year 1, if we compound yearly, we've shown that we have $2. So $2. And we can actually go ahead and use the compounding interest formula that we learned in the previous video. So let's just go ahead and write that. F of t equals p times 1 plus r over n to the power of n times t. So let's just go ahead and plug in some values. So f of t, so f of 1, so after 1 year. So after 1 year, in our principal, our p is 1. So our p is 1 times 1 times 1 plus our interest rate r is 100%. So 100% shown as a decimal, or shown as a number, is 1 over n to the power of n times t. So our t again is 1. So our t is 1. And again, what is n times 1? That's just n. So n times 1 is just n. And what is 1 times this whole thing? We have this one coefficient, which we can just disregard. And there we go. We have a more simplified formula here. 1 plus 1 over n to the power of n. So if we compound yearly, that means n equals 1. So f of 1 will be 1 plus 1 over, our n is 1, to the power of 1. And what is this? Well, 1 over 1 is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 to the power of 1 is 2. So in other words, f of 1 equals 2. Good. F of 1 equals 2 if we compound yearly. And what if we compound every 6 months? So twice a year. Then f of 1, so f of 1 would be 1 plus 1 over 2, so our n would be 2 now, to the power of 2. So if we compound twice a year, then, or semi-annually twice a year, then this will come out to 2.25. What if we compound monthly? Monthly, so 12 times a year. So f of 1 would be 1 plus 1 over, this time 12, to the power of 12. So monthly, this would come out to approximately 2.613. So as you can see right here, the more we compound, the more money we'll have. If we just compounded in 1 year, we have $2. We compounded semi-annually twice a year, we'll have $2.25. If we compounded monthly, now we have about $2.61. So one more, let's say we compound daily. So if we compound daily, f of 1, so our money after 1 year, it will be 1 plus 1 over 365 to the power of 365. It will approximately equal 2.714. Good, so we even more money if we compound daily. And let's say we compound every minute. So every minute. There are a lot of minutes in a year. So f of 1 equals 1 plus 1 over. So to be precise, there are about 525,600 minutes in a year. So a large amount of minutes to the power of 525,600. And this will approximate 2.718 ... And there we go, this 2.718 number. Again, the more and more we compound, we seem to be approaching this 2.718 number. And this 2.718 number right here, 2.718 ... This is Euler's number. Euler's number. And that's how we get to Euler's number. And we represent it using the letter E right here. So whenever you see E from now on in mathematics, it is Euler's number. And it is a very important number in mathematics. Wherever you see growth, then Euler's number will appear. It also appears in many places in biology, in chemistry, nature, math, or math, of course, in finance. In biology or chemistry or in science, it appears in radioactive decay or growth or population growth. Wherever growth is involved, you will see E. You will see Euler's number. So it's a very important number in mathematics. And it is an irrational number, just like pi. So it goes on forever, and it is an irrational number. So if we compounded continuously, then we would have a number equal to E amount of dollars in our bank account. So the more and more you compound, the more you approach E, Euler's number. So I hope this video helps, and if you have any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments below, and thank you for watching.